First, we'll pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Monk Liaoning, homage to Master Sakya Zhenkong, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Chakra Sambhara and Doje Pamo. And the 5 Herukas and the 8 Vidyarajas, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities. Simu, Tutan Siti Rinpoche, Tanzan Chacho Rinpoche, and all the precious Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma assistants, temple directors, and all disciples present here and over the webcast. And the VIPs today are, and from the Taiwan Economic and Cultural Office is the Secretary Zhuang, and the special guest Mr. Chen, and the Madam to Ambassador Daniel Liao, the Taipei Rep to Sweden, Dharma Sister Judy, from Academia Sinica from Taiwan, the Professor Zhu Ziyi and Mrs. Zhu, and from the Overseas Chinese Compatriot Advisor, Ms. Winnie Che, and from the Greenland Incorporated, the President Duan and their daughter, Ms. Duan. And from Buddha School Scholars Group, from the National Cheng Kung University, Professor Wang Li. And Professor Wang Jingxian and Mrs. Wang. And Professor Yu Jiangcheng and Mrs. Xiu. And from Hong Kong Chinese University, Professor Tam. Accountant to Buddha School, Dharma Sister Teresa and her husband. And from the Chinese Classical Lute Guzheng Association, Teacher Zhao, and Lin Yi Guzheng Group, musical group, Miss Lin Yi, and the special guest, the professional photographer, Tony. And the law advisor to Buddha Foundation, Mr. Luo, and Miss Huang, and their son, Mr. Luo. And our special guest, the pharmacist Xi Hongchun. And the Worldwide Xiao Clan Association's the President Xiao and Mrs. Xiao. And from Hong Kong, the Yixiang Product Company, Ms. Xiao. And from Hong Kong, the Liu Xixian Law Office, Ms. Liu Xixian. And from Vancouver, the Fairchild TV, the head of the TV news production, Mr. Ye and Mrs. Ye. And the sculptor, Ms. Chen Su. And the law advisor to Troubadour School, Ms. Jennifer Zhou and her daughter. And PR director of Taiwan Lizhang Temple, Mr. Fermi Wong. And from Malaysia, the Datuk Li Hai An, the wife Li Jin and their daughter Li Qi. And from Brazil, the wife of the head of Chinese Chamber of Commerce. And from Brazil, the Lotus Light Language and Cultural Center, the principal Qi. And the vice principal, Ms. Liang. And our special guest, Dr. Li Jialin. Dr. Ryan Zhuang and Mrs. Zhuang.
California for smoker.
And from France, the Ta Hong publisher and the translator into French, Ms. Fan Xiuji. And our special guest, Dr. Lin. And the president of the Taiwan Lotus Light Charity Society, Mr. Zhang. And from Australia, the Justice of Peace, Mr. Liang and Madam Yvonne. And from England, the Custom Border Officer, Mr. Zheng. And from Singapore, the TV the host and also actress, Ms. Yiling. Our special guest, Ms. Su Guoying, Ms. Lin Kunyin, Ms. Che Huiling, Ms. Wu Meixian.
特别嘉宾苏国英女士，这个念过了。
And there's a special guest, Ms. Su Guoying, double. And Dr. Zhou Heng, Dr. Lin, and Dr. Wei. And there are many other VIPs who have not registered themselves. Welcome you all.
Oh, 这个给你点上新灯节目制作人徐雅琪师姐。
And the producer for the Kenny Tian Sang Shinten from CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca 下期。
华商总会会长夫人庄晨曦女士。
Now we have read this one from Brazil.
哇，今天好多贵宾。
We have so many VIPs today.
每一次那么多就好了。
It's good to have so many every time. If we have it every time like that.
那么今天
So today I would like to make announcements first. Next Sunday, September 24th, after lunch, we would like to invite His Holiness to perform the ritual for the life essence or life foundation. And then at 3 p.m. there would be the Siddharthapatra Buddha Mother with white parasol Homa fire offering ceremony. So Siddharthapatra is also one of the most important Buddha Mother. He's also the Dharma protector, a protector. So today I presided over Chakrasamvara Homa, and this deity, Chakrasamvara, is extraordinary. He has a wheel of supreme bliss, and his consort is Vajravarahi, which is very famous, the famous Vajravarahi or Dorje Patmo. They both descended, and not just two deities, and many more, like I recited earlier. As we know, Chakrasamvara is the key, the main deity in the Kagyu sect of Vajrayana. So the Kagyu sect primarily practiced Chakrasamvara, and Nyingma sect, Nyingmapa, primarily practiced Mahotara, and Gelugpa, Yamantaka, and Sakyapa, Hevajra. Those are the primary practices. And the secondary practice, of course, they have cross. So every school also practice others. But Chakrasamvara belonged to the Kagyu sect, or Kagyupa, the white sect. And the crown that Grandmaster is wearing today, you may find it very interesting because Grandmaster rarely wears this. So this crown belongs to Master Sakyatsen Kong's. This is the kind of crowns that Master Sakyatsen Kong would wear. So it's the crowns that is typically worn by the Dharma leaders of the Sakyapa. So in Sakyapa, Hevajra is the main practice. But one of their lineage guru is the Mongolian imperial preceptor Paspa, and he also primarily practiced Chakrasamvara. What happened? Did anybody touch it? The flower fell. You? You touched it, so you're going to have some touch the flowers. In order to be able to see Grandmaster, they take down the flowers. Still, you would touch the flowers. So the Mongolian national the preceptor Pakspa also primarily practiced Chakrasamvara. So that's why today I'm wearing the Dharma crown of the lineage gurus of the Sakyapa. The Chakrasamvara mantra. Om Shet Ha Ha Hum Hum Pe. And that's the common mantra of Chakrasamvara and Vajravarahi. And the mudra, he has two mudras. One is the embracing mudra. Now I'm representing the Yidam Chakrasamvara. And in the space is Vajravarahi or Dojepamo. And the sixth syllable is Hom. And his look, he has many appearances, also one with many arms, but typically blue body, one head, two arms, standing on top of a sun disk, and both feet standing, trampling on the celestial beings, which means he is higher than heavens. And the right feet straight and left leg bent. So he's higher than the heavenly realms, the heaven of desire, heaven of form, the heavenly realm of no form. And his top knot is adorned with many jewels, new moon, and cross vajra scepters. And his body is adorned with 6 bone ornaments, and he wears a necklace of human heads, and he wears a tiger skin skirt. He looks wrathful, and the hands are holding Vajra bell and scepter and embracing Vajravarahi. Vajravarahi is red. Her hands are holding Kartika and skull cup. Her hair is loose and spreading out. And her right leg is bent and left leg is extended. She is in union with Chakrasamvara with a joyful expression. And her body is adorned with 5 kinds of bone ornaments. And the Buddha Father and Buddha Mother surrounded by fire of wisdom light. So with mantra, his look, and mudra, this would comprise the deity yoga, a practice procedure to practice Chakrasamvara. Inside Grandmaster's room at the Tantric Quarter, there is an image of Chakrasamvara and Vajravarahi that are rarely seen by people. Not many people, very few people have ever seen it. And it was drawn by Elizabeth, a lady from Indonesia, extremely beautiful, magnificent. It's very remarkable. Elizabeth from Indonesia The key reason why she paints tanka and sent to Grandmaster. And she also offered the best, the most magnificent Vajravarahi to Grandmaster, and also the most beautiful Golden Mother to Grandmaster. She has offered many tankas to me, and the primary reason was that one year she had a tumor in her brain, very painful. How big was it? Like a chicken egg or duck egg. It's quite big and very dangerous, and the doctor instructed her to have a surgery. So she especially came to Seattle for my blessing for the tumor and the surgery. So I give her blessings. And after the blessings, she had the dream that she went through the operation, the surgery. And opened her skull, and the brain tumor, the excised brain tumor was taken out, and only a little bit left. And after the operation, in the dream, she opened her eyes in the dream, and she saw that the doctor was Master Lu. So she saw that the doctor was Master Lu. So the doctor was me. I was the doctor. And then she went for a checkup. And upon returning from here, she didn't have any headache anymore. And then she went back to the doctor, and the doctor said, "It's interesting. You haven't had the surgery yet, and the tumor is gone." And the doctor said, "There's only like a skin that's left." And then I told her that you can just take care of it by practicing. And because of that, she made a vow and painted many tankas as offerings to Grandmaster. She's not here today. But her spiritual companions, people from Indonesia that she knew, came. So I asked them why Elizabeth's not here. No matter what, the doctor who performed the surgery was me. And one more thing about Indonesia, Master Lian Fei. He's right there. He gave me a letter of some spiritual response. That person had some ulcer problem and had to go through surgery, and he asked for the blessings by Grandmaster. And he earnestly made offerings and prayed for Grandmaster's blessings continuously. And then one night he had a dream. Grandmaster appeared and asked him, "Do you want to change your stomach?" We've heard about people having an implant of hearts and things, but not stomach, very rarely.
身体里面的胃啊。师尊问他摇肠胃，他说
Grandmaster asked him, "Do you want to change your stomach?"
他胃有毛病了，胃的毛病很严
And
重，
because he had severe stomach problem,
摇换胃，
so he said,
摇
"Okay."
换胃。师尊就把他的开膛破腹，
So Grandmaster opened
把他的胃给他拿出来，
his body
不知道从哪里拿了一个胃啊，
and took out his stomach, and I don't know where
然后
I got another stomach and
再把
replace it.
整个身体弄好，
Replace it with another
醒过
stomach
来，
and then fix it.
平常他的胃
And then he woke up
不行的，
from it.
痛得要命的，
Typically,
没有办法。
he always suffered from stomach pain. He couldn't eat
突然之间，胃也
and drink, and all of a sudden the pain is
胃
gone.
也全部都好，
And then he went for a checkup, and the problems were all gone.
就是莲飞啊，莲飞上师拿来给我。
So this was the letter that Master Lian Fei gave to me.
啊，希望大家能够有一心的虔诚。
So I hope you would have that single-mindedness
你不一定
and sincerity,
上师给你，
earnestness in
跟
praying.
上师祈求一样，你的自己
You
的
need
本尊你也向
to
自己的
pray
本尊祈求。
not only to the lineage root guru,
忙只是我一个人忙，
you can also pray to your
所
yidam.
有的佛菩萨
Don't just make me
全部都一样忙。
the busy one all the
大
time.
家要
So you can
要
also ask other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas so we can get busy together.
一直忙，每天这样子忙下去。所以佛菩萨
We
都
can't
是
just let Grandmaster be busy by
你要
himself.
一心以求
So you can also pray to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas as long as you're single-minded about it.
虔诚的祈求，
If sentient beings pray with all earnestness
就像
and sincerity, then the Bodhisattvas would grant your wishes.
你拿个棒子敲钟，咣，
So it would be the same as banging on the
敲一下
bell.
响一下
So if you hit the bell, it would make a sound. If you hit it hard, then it would sound
它
loud.
就不会响。
And then if you hit it
所以这个
softly,
心啊非常
it would ring softly. If you don't hit it, then of course it doesn't make any sound. So the wholeheartedness is very important. So if you ring the bell, then you would hear the sound.
啊，圣热金刚呢，还有心平整顿的方法。
So there is a Dharma practice of Chakra Samvara.
这个都是很好，很好。
It's all wonderful.
那么我今天呢，也特别穿了特别的龙袍出现。
And today I wear a special dragon robe. You know what color it is? Purple.
啊，哇喂！
Oh no.
仔细一派，度众生。
So the purple school
紫色不是个人的专利，
is also delivering sentient beings.
随便
The
挑
color purple is not a monopoly. So I just pick one
穿在身上。
and it turns out to be purple.
今天呢，
So I'm wearing it.
马夫就变成叉叉，
So today I have become X.
行了，不能变了。
No, I cannot
老
change
夫是光头的，叉叉是
because
居士。
I'm ordained. I'm a monk with the shaved head, and X is a laity.
变了而已。
It's just the color
本来这个衣服
that changed.
变了所穿的就是佛性嘛。
What is wearing the clothes is the Buddha nature.
哎呀，
Today, after lunch, as I walked out, there were 4 small girls from California. That was in the past.
California, 4 beautiful ladies. 4 beautiful ladies. 这个4个，他们4个都是来美国留学的。
Those 4 beautiful ladies came to America to school, and each one of them were really as beautiful as a goddess. But now they're deeply aged. So when they pray to the dragon gods, the dragon god would listen to them and would bestow showers. And in California, it's been raining there in California. Are they here? Please stand up and scare people. And they told me that Tutan Siti Rinpoche got some disturbances. And I said, oh no, where is Tutan Siti? Please stand up to show everybody. Is his face white or black? Now it's much better. When my leg was ailing, was sick, X performed a homa for all the temples and chapters, and with the purpose to alleviate the sickness in my leg. But actually, I have made the announcement that my legs have recovered, that the cellulitis on my legs had recovered completely, that I was about to return to America. And because she had heard that I have recovered, so she conducted the homa to help me in my recovery. And Tutan Siti also attended, and the ex-master Lian Shi also attended. And Tutan Siti, because X invited him to go, and he went to the society in Taiwan, in the Guan Yin village in Taoyuan, the 2 buildings, and Tutan Siti and his mother and father went to pay homage there to each of the altars there. So he also paid homage to the heads of the ghosts, Shaolin, Zhongchun Yiwu, Dubian Yilang, Lin Liangzi, and Wang Junquan. So he paid homage to these 5 heads of ghosts. And when they returned home, Tutan Siti and his mom could not sleep for a very long time, but they didn't want to tell me. So I asked Tutan Siti, why is your face so dark? And he said, because he was in the sun for the PE class. So But if you have problems, you should tell me.
当初的时候我隐居哦，你还没有出生。
You know, when I was living in public seclusion before your birth, your mom and dad asked me to give them a son because they only had daughters. So I give your mom and dad blessings. My sister Lian Ji drove me to the house of Xu Hongchun, and give the two of them blessings. So your origin came from Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. You transformed from Siddhigarbha's place. So that's why you are a Rinpoche. You're a living Buddha. That's through my blessing. And then they give birth to a son, and that's Tutan Siddhi. Right, Master Lian Ji? That's how it was. And you paid homage to the 5 heads of ghosts, and you receive all kinds of disturbances. I went to their house, and it was better for a while, and recently it got worse again. And I heard that X said that he is mine. She wanted him. She wanted to get him to follow her.
Same origin.
I know. You and her came from the same origin. She and you. Tutan Siddhi is a transformation of Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. And you? You are the blood drinker demon from the hell. They both came from hell. They resided at the same place. And yet you want him now? No, no way. No way. I wasn't going to talk about her origin, but today I did, and please don't be shocked. So, Tutan Siddhi, because you have a pharmacy, because your dad is a pharmacist, Xu Hongchun. When you go home, your pharmacy is inside the market. And you know who is the butcher, the pork, selling pork. And get the knife that killed the pigs and bring it home. So the knife is infested with thousands of pig spirits because it has chopped off thousands of pigs. And take it home, and you take the yellow piece of paper and then wrap it around the knife, the handle of the knife, and then hang it above your bedroom. Do you sleep by yourself? Three people sleeping together.
你最近睡得怎么样？还好睡，但是
Do you sleep well? Okay, it's okay now.
就受干扰，是不是？
But you receive disturbances when you are practicing. Please speak loudly.
你哪个？
对。
那你一共多久没办法睡？你自从拜了这个
After you paid homage to the 5 heads of ghosts at the X Hall, how long you lost sleep? About over a month. You could not sleep. You could not. A young student. How old are you?
13岁而已。
13.
小孩子最好睡的啦。
So kids usually sleep really well.
跟小孩子一样，我每天都睡不够啊。
You know, but old man also sleeps like a kid. I don't have enough sleep. I sleep more than most people, and I sleep well. But you didn't sleep well for over a month, and afterwards you received disturbances in your Dharma practice. Please speak loudly.
怎么那么小声啊？
Why do you speak so softly?
那小孩子很会叫的啊。
Kids would.
回去以后，你那把屠刀，你既然还可以睡。
So when you get home, because now you can sleep, there's no need to place it above the door of your bedroom.
你把那把屠刀
There's no need.
放在你修法的旁边。
Then you place that butcher knife
所有的鬼都不敢来。
next to the place you practice.
会不会？
Then the ghost will not dare to come anymore. Okay?
告诉大家，我这个道家的师父教我的。
So let me tell you, my Taoist guru taught me,
屠刀啊，聚集了非常多的。
because that butcher knife is infested with lots of animal spirits. A Taoist practitioner would know that the butcher knife
做很多的法。
can be used to perform lots of alchemies or rituals. It can be used as protection.
鬼神都不敢近。
So if you carry that butcher knife,
修法的时候放在
gods
旁边，
and ghosts will not dare to approach you. If you place it next to you when you practice, no ghost would dare to come nearby,
非常有灵气的。
because that butcher knife has lots of spirits.
所以，因为他家在菜市场卖猪肉的一定很多。
Because his house is next to a market, so there are lots of people selling pork. So just the knife that butchers the pig started that long, and after killing and killing, it's becoming shorter, as short as this. So that kind of butcher knife is very rare
带着那一把刀
and useful.
鬼所有的鬼全部跑光。
So if you carry that butcher knife and entering into a haunted house, all the ghosts would run away.
这一把刀，
So if you have a chance, you just carry that kind of butcher knife to go to the X hall.
跑的连一只都没有。
That those thousands of ghosts all would skirt it out, run away.
他现在养了很多鬼，
X
养实在养了不少。我今天讲
raised lots of ghosts.
口诀教给大家。
So today I especially taught all of you this
如果认识了屠夫，
fifth instruction.
他那个杀猪杀牛
So if you know a butcher
的那一把刀，
who has killed using a knife, you has killed lots of cows or pigs or lambs,
医治
with that butcher knife, then that knife is a very precious, useful, very rare. And it can avert the negative energies. All ghosts would run away as fast as they could, because when the butcher knife flies, all the heads of the ghosts would fall to the ground, if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, doesn't matter how you teach them, they don't know. They still don't get it. So Grandmaster has the premonition. Because when my mother passed away, when my mother suffered from stroke, and someone was giving divination downstairs, and my mother was suffering from stroke, was dying on the second floor, and was giving divination. And you brought the leader from Mangala and was about to run for president. My mother suffered from stroke and sent to the hospital, and Bangladesh, and the leader, someone from Bangladesh that was running for president, came for spiritual consultations, for divination with me. But the ambulance was coming and was about to bring my mom to the hospital, and I said, Master Jingxiang, see, let me send my mother. And Master Jingxiang said, oh no, you have to help me first. You have to provide the spiritual consultation first before you go. But at that time, you were in the spiritual consultation, right? And I finished it, right? I had to finish it, right? I was giving you the spiritual consultation, right? She said, no, I didn't force you. It's okay. As an old person, I often forget. So, and then my mom got to the Overlake Hospital. And the doctor said that there's no need for surgery, because even with surgery, she would be in coma. Because just to let her gradually pass away. And the doctor said she only had 7 days to live. And I performed the divination, and I said, the next day at 10 a.m., Grandmaster will come to perform the chanting, and my mother would pass away at 10 a.m. Although the doctor said that she would continue, would drag on for 7 days, but I said no, she would leave to the next day. Who were present? The ones that performed chanting for my mother. Lian Jin also was there. So I announced the time, and the doctor said 7 days, but I said the next day at 10. And I would be there, perform the chanting. And I told my mom, please pay attention, please calm down. If you see Golden Mother appears in front of you, follow her. If you see Guan Yin Bodhisattva appearing in front of you, follow her. And by all means, don't follow anybody else. Only follow these two deities. You cannot follow anybody else, any other deities. I told her in her ears, and I watched her breathing, long breathing, short breathing. And there were reference and masters chanting around her. And I kept talking to her, next to her, how to go. And sure enough, at 10 a.m. the second day, my mother took a breath and lifted her head and her whole body and just shook a little bit, and the soul left from the top of the head. And then she laid down again, and then her face color changed and left. It was just at 10, right? Yes. So my divination was very accurate, even the time. So here, I would like to ask X, you are also you can also a prophet like Jesus Christ, also a prophet. During the Last Supper, Jesus said that of you, all of 12 of you, my disciples, there would be one that would betray me. And everybody asked, is it me? And the greatest disciple, Peter, asked, was it me? Is it me? And Jesus replied, although it's not you, but after the supper tonight, before the cock crows tomorrow, you would deny me 3 times. So Jesus told Peter that you would deny me 3 times. And Peter did not know, did not think much about it. It's not me, at least. And then later on, the Roman soldiers came for Jesus, wanting to capture Jesus because somebody betrayed him. So everybody ran away. Of course, they captured Jesus, and his disciples all ran away and hid. And Peter encountered a Roman soldier and was asked, aren't you a disciple of Jesus? And Peter said, no. And then he escaped and ran further near the mountain, and he was found by a Roman soldier. Are you a disciple of Jesus? And he denied again, no. And then he ran down the mountain and met a Roman soldier again. And it was about daybreak. And the Roman soldier asked him, are you a disciple of Jesus? That was the third time, and Peter denied, no. And then it was daybreak and the cock crowed. So Jesus' prophecy was very accurate. Before the cock crows, you would deny me 3 times. Of course, running for your life is more important. Forget about Jesus, my life is more important, Peter thought. Peter is like that too. But you, X, call yourself your prophet, that you know that the earth god was waiting for you for 500 years, and Maria and all the angels in the Roman Catholic Church in Panama was waiting for you for 500 years, the elephant was waiting for you for 500 years, and the fireflies in New Zealand was waiting for you for 110,000 years. And the flies flew across the ocean for 4 days and nights to take refuge in you and to deliver them. So you're a prophet. But let me ask you, where were you when your mother passed away? So I would like to ask you one question. Where were you when your mother passed away? Anybody knows? Where were you? Please stand up. At your home. At your home. Please sit down. So you didn't even know when your mother was about to die, waiting for your mother to die, but you were at somebody else's house performing ritual, and then when you heard that your mother passed away, she changed the ceremony into the birth of deliverance for her mom. Where was your home then? In Guangzhou. So you didn't know when your mother was to die, so you're not a prophet at all. So you just make it up along the way. If you had known that your mother was about to die, you would have stayed home, and then you can perform the deliverance during the bardo state to save your mother, to guide your mother. Now you have harmed your own mother, and she is now in the X hall, X fu. So think about it. How could that be a prophet? Did you know? Could you predict what time she would die? You didn't even know what day she would die. So it's quite difficult to be a prophet. You need to have the real vision, but not for you. You just know to raise and employ the ghost and listen to the talks of the ghost. And the ghosts just talk as they like. As disciples, you have to listen carefully, attentively. As a Dharma teacher, as reference, as masters, you have to care for sentient beings, because you have sentient beings in your heart. So in their making offering to you, let it be voluntary. But when you set a price and you ask for money, that's not right. You ask for houses and money. You know, like the stars, the big stars, medium star, small star, how much? Statues and the pieces of land. Don't set the price or ask for money. A friend of Lianhua Suqiu went for consultation with you, and you asked for $200,000 US. The stockholder of Lianhua Suqiu went for consultation, and you tell him that your karma is really heavy. In order to eradicate the karma, you have to perform some merits, and asked how much, and she said $200,000 US. And she used calculator to count it. And there's also a Lianhua XX from Indonesia who asked not to say the name. For one homa, she asked him for $160,000 US. And he said, I'm just a student. That's so much. I don't have much money. And X said, but you owe your girlfriend in the past life for $4 million US. So $160,000 US to pay back that $4 million US that you owe from past life. That's good enough. That's so you would profit from it. But actually not this student that profit, but that X is profit, get some profit from it. So she's always bluffing and bragging. Always deceiving something. It's a very simple logic. Grandmaster never asks for money. If I ever open my mouth to ask for money, then I will not be Sam Yan Lu. There would be a scam using the fake supernatural powers. Let me talk about the real vision today. It's 4:30 already. What is the real vision? Is by the methods of meditative practice, like Tsongkhapa, the founder of Kadukpa. He followed the meditation methods. You had the vision of Prajna light, and then Vajra chain, and then Vajra screen, and then the Buddhas appear in half bodies and then in full bodies. This kind of visions would be the real visions, real seeing. So if you practice meditation according to what I taught you, then what you saw will be the real vision. And you have opened the brow chakra using the inner fire and light drop practices. Then you have the divine seeing. That kind of seeing or vision would be the real vision. If you have opened the heart chakra, then you would know what other people are thinking. That's the transcendent power of knowing others. So once you open the secret chakra, then there would be the transcendent power of complete leaking. And then if you open the navel chakra, then you would know about the 3 times, the past, present, and future. So you often talk about past lives, but they are all lies, because you don't even have inner fire ignited. I never taught you how to tie yourself with the Zen band or ribbon. So the tantric supernatural or transcendental power, this is for the divine seeings, and here is the marvelous observations, wisdom, and the heart chakra is knowing what other people are thinking. The navel chakra is knowing about the past lives and future lives, and the base chakra and the secret chakra is for the transcendent power of the complete leaking. 神足通. For the throat chakra is for the soul travel, transcendent power. So this 5 kinds of transcendent power comes from opening the 5 chakras in order to have this kind of transcendent power. But you are able to talk to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You have to have at least the brow chakra open, but you have no inner fire, and your light drops have not descend. How do you open your divine eye? You're just a mundane being with the mundane eyes. So the transcendent power have several kinds. One is the power due to the real vision, and then the vision in meditation, and vision in the dreams. You don't see it in the daytime, but at night you see Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in your dreams. So vision in the dreams. So these 3 are okay. And then visions by the mad people or insane people. Like say in the psychiatric hospital, they would say, oh, see this, and they're God and Buddha and Jesus and Pope. They're everybody. And Mazu. So mad people, mentally deranged people could also see. But that's due to hallucination. X had none of these 4. She had the vision due to lies. It's just lies. It's fake. She actually didn't see anything, but she said she saw it. Where is Master Lianzi? He said that lying is master, lying is X specialty. And Reverend Yan Yan, she also said that she is the greatest liar of the century,
他跟他最
the
早
biggest
最早
liar.
是跟他
He's followed her for over 10 years, and she's been following her for a long time.
这是他的专长。
So
我今天
the most horrible liar of the century.
这样子观察
And he said that lying is
你，养鬼养得不错，
specialty.
有鬼，
So I observe you.
但是鬼
You have success
整戒，
in raising the ghosts,
信的
so you can communicate with the ghosts. But what the ghosts said are not accurate. And you judge that who's going to die, this and that. Where's Professor Wang
他
Jingxian?
1年之内，儿子先死，
She concluded that he would die within 1 year,
教授会死，1年之内3个，
and then the wife, and then the professor,
1年之内3个，
the son, and then the wife, and then the professor, within 1 year. So are you dead now?
活得很开心呐，哪里死？
He's still alive, happily.
他断言祠堂，1年之内，堂主跟堂主夫人都会死。
Also the Yanchi chapter, that within 1 year, the head of the chapter and the wife will die. Are they dead? No. In Chinese, it's Selama.
没死，
It's like Selamat Pagi.
已经有2个了。
They're not dead.
死的，罗红，
So two, that she judged
罗红，
that were going to die.
哎，巴拿马的罗红，他断他的儿子出生
And Lo Hong from Panama
现在几
also,
岁了？
and she also said, claimed that the son would die 1 year after birth.
现在
And how old are you now? 22 years old.
他断他1年出生1年就会死，他的儿子是他沙湖来转世的，1年
Yet
就会死，
she claimed that
不照听他的
the
话，
son was a reincarnation of someone from the X hall,
告诉你，
and that he would die within 1 year, but that everybody would die.
年龄够了，他才会死啊。
But no, they're not. They will not. No, it's not that they will not die, but they would die a natural
自
age.
己想一想看，
So
鬼话还能听吗？
what she said was
你讲的鬼话还能听？你养
what
鬼
she
没
said
错
was all
有
wrong.
鬼通，鬼话
So
不能听的，小理
so don't believe that. So
大理
the words of the ghosts don't believe. You know, maybe little things, yeah.
你如果
You know,
聪明一
there
点
may be some accuracy,
过来
but
你还有
for the major issues, no. So I'm asking people to please wake up and see
那
the
么多人
truth.
给你证明，
Then maybe you can be safe.
养鬼
There's
啊
so many
那是鬼啊
witnesses.
鬼话不可信
So
的。
all the words of the ghosts cannot be believed, cannot
还
be
跟着
trusted.
他，还有人跟着他呢。
There's still some people
听他的鬼话，当然
that's
小
still there following her.
鬼本身也有，
You know, because the words of the ghosts may be something, some minor,
这是
unimportant
办法会
things
怎么讲？
can be
在鬼
accurate.
的面前怎么讲？你们去
But for the ceremony, this time you told
把他们
people, told the ghosts, go
搞得定吗？
and take care of
老
them.
夫坐在这里，
And were we taken care of? No, because I'm here.
我讲了一句话，你不要老是
And I have said
叫
this
你
over.
去搞我们那些善良的同门，
Please don't send your
要
ghosts
嘛
to
你就来找我，叫你所有
to
的鬼来找
attack
我。
my kind disciples.
哦大
You know, why don't you send them to me? I'm not afraid of
你赶
them.
快叫啊！
Send them all here.
真的，
I'll take care of them.
在看了他一整本说谎的书，
I've read the whole book of her lies.
他的书也出版了好几本，都是他的开
She
示，
published her books
出来的开示，
which contain transcriptions of her talks. All of them are full of those ghostly words,
不是鬼话。
except the words that she took from mine. She utilizes my words too in there.
现在
And they're not the worldly, the ghostly words. Now, with all sincerity,
修忏悔法，
I ask you to please
把
repent
擦擦胡
and
快给他吃，
perform repentance practices
因为他们的
and
鬼
take
话，
down the ex-fool,
他也断言我，断我什么
because
你知道吗？
the words of the ghosts cannot be trusted. They're all
我没有
wrong.
断言你，
And
不
she
做
also
我知
judged
道你怎么说，
my
但是我不愿意讲，
death
不要
when
随便断人家。
she claimed when I would die. I know when you would die too, but I will not say anything about it because that's ethics.
你要懂得礼貌，
You have to be polite. You cannot say when someone's going to
赶
die.
快修忏悔法，
So you need to
忏悔法
repent right away and perform the Vajrasattva repentance practice right away because I know you know how to practice
做了，全部做给鬼了。
because you know all the homas that you did were performed for the ghost.
那些鬼，我看
So
你也离不
please
开了
leave behind all those ghosts, but maybe you cannot. Oh,
你
jeez.
要离开那些鬼，你来求我，我可以帮你。
In order for you to leave those ghosts, you need to come and ask for my help, and I can help you.
不要再养鬼了，告诉你。
Please
你以为
don't raise the ghosts anymore. Don't employ the ghosts anymore.
还是鬼？
You think that the ghosts have become the 5 gods. No, they're still
双
ghosts.
莲子的境界，告诉你。
And you think that the XX hall is the Mahadabha lotus pond.
你要离开
No,
鬼，我可以帮
that's
你
the ghost realm. If you want to leave the ghosts, I can teach you a method, but please don't tell your ghost about it.
真的很难啊！
It's very difficult.
他现在处境蛮困难。
She's in a horrible situation.
真实的忏悔，
Quickly
在诸佛
repent earnestly
真实的
in front of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and perform the repentance.
鬼领袖，
Please leave behind. Please abandon the 5 heads of ghosts and please abandon all the ghosts. And I know how to free you from them
今天跟他
if only you come and ask me.
主要的旨意就是在这里。
So today,
我们修行
the 5th instruction is this.
正法的轨道上面，
In our spiritual cultivation, we have to follow the right, the virtuous path. Never do bad deeds, never do evil, always perform good deeds,
重要的就是
and to purify our own minds. That's most important.
奉行是世间
Avoid evils and do
其意，
good deeds.
出世间法，
That's for the worldly Dharma. And purify your own mind. That's the out of the worldly Dharma. This is what Buddhism is all about. Let's